Alright, good morning, hello. Yeah, it's still morning, isn't it? 10:30. It's a Saturday. I'm helping out a teacher that I know at a local high school. I brought some kids over to take a PSAT, which for you Americans, you know what that is. For you non-Americans, it's like a standardized test that students have to take in high school to help them get ready to get to college, and it also helps them get some scholarship money if they score very well. And so this is my old campus. This is the University of California at San Diego. And I went here when I was a freshman, and that was back in 1988. And then I stopped going, and I came back to this school after finishing my GE requirements as a junior, as a transfer student in 2002, and finished my degree here in 2004. So I was just going to walk you down toward the Price Center. The Price Center is kind of the student hub and the big famous library that's even been in movies, and talk a little bit about a few things today. Absolutely gorgeous day in San Diego today. September, what is it, 26th today? And you know, it's probably about 85 degrees here. UCSD is in La Jolla, California. Absolutely gorgeous place right by the ocean. And it's a Saturday, so there's not many people about. So one thing I wanted to say is that I'm going to actually be back on campus doing some campus visits with the JET program. I'm going to be here at UCSD. I'm going to be at Cal State San Marcos, and I'm also going to be at USD, the University of San Diego. Right now, those are the three they have me scheduled to be part of. So if you have questions about JET, or you just want to come by and say hello to me personally, those are great sources of information. That's how I first found out about JET, was a campus visit to UCSD in 2003. And again, it's a small window of time that you have. The campus visits are generally in October, and you have to turn in the application by the end of November. In general, I wanted to say that it's a little amazing to me how many PMs I get, how many emails I get on YouTube. And people will ask me very detailed questions that obviously require some of my time to take to respond, type out an answer, but you don't sign your name. Some of you email me very, very nice things and give me very good compliments and talk to me about the website, my page rather, and then you don't sign your name. So I can click on your YouTube profile, of course, but sometimes your name isn't there either, and I guess just call me old-fashioned, but if I'm going to respond to someone, you know, I like to start off the email with, you know, hi Mike, or hey Susan, or whatever it may be. So basically, if you're going to write me an email that's not just a very, very basic kind of question, please sign your name so I know who you are. I know maybe that's not the way it works anymore, but I would appreciate it. Okay, make sure I'm not in the way of this policeman. The other thing I wanted to mention was, is JET right for you? I did a vlog one time about who JET wants, but do you want JET? Is this an experience that is right for you? That's kind of a difficult question to answer, of course, in general, but I am surprised about the number of emails I get where people, I guess, are very hesitant about moving, you know, lock, stock, and barrel, as it were, to a foreign country where you don't know anyone, etc. So is the adventure of moving to Japan and starting a new life, it's stuff for everyone? No, it's not. And I think some of you work up Japan to be this end-all be-all in your brains of, you know, your life's ambition is to move to Japan, and it's great to have a goal and want to go there, but It isn't for everyone. Of the thousands of people that probably come over with the JET program every year, there's always going to be one or two that get here and go home within the first week, the first month, and that's why there's an alternate list. But basically, some of you PM me just crazy stuff. Is there a gym? I have to be able to work out every day or else I just couldn't live there. Do they have this kind of toothbrush? Or if I can't get these supplies, I couldn't live there. One guy emailed me, I don't want to go too specific. One guy emailed me and was like, I couldn't live by myself. I'd have to have other foreigners around that I could speak English with. And it's good to know that limitation about yourself. But at the same time, yeah, just know that unfortunately, unlike, picking, say, a college that you want to go to or something, there is still, with the JET program, some ambiguity in the whole process. You don't get to pick specifically where you're going to live. You don't get to pick where you're going to teach. You can guide these things in the application, but you can't pick them explicitly. So, my website, my blog is even called Jason's Adventures in Rural Japan. It is an adventure to go on JET. It's only a year, so even if you came and it wasn't the most wonderful, splendiferous thing you've ever done, how much is a year out of your life? But know that before you come. If you have these kind of, and I hate to call them petty, but if you have these kind of reservations about giving up your comfortable first world American UK life to go to Japan where things aren't going to be like you're normally used to, then perhaps JET isn't for you. And I don't want to sound negative, but you would be surprised at some of the PMs I get with questions. So think about that seriously before you spend what is a considerable amount of time on the application, etc., coming up in the months ahead. All right, so there it is. The Giesel or Geisel Library, I think it's Giesel, named after Theodore Geisel, who is better known as Dr. Seuss, is a very big contributor to the campus here, and that is his library. Kind of obscured by trees, but I spent many an hour in there as a history major. I guess I can't say this enough either. Your major can be anything if you want to be a JET. You just have to have a degree. I still get that question every week. So good luck on your upcoming apps. I think it's going to be out in about a week, available online for at least the Americans. I think October 1st or so is about the date when you can start downloading the application. If you're in college now or near a college campus, find out about campus visits in your area. I'll be at 3 in the month of October, and there'll be many more across the country. I'm sure in England and other places too. And of course, feel free to continue to ask me questions about JET and Japan. I have many more videos planned. Okay? Peace.